What's up? What's up? Hey, Annie, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I made a vaccine appointment. Hooray. June 1st. 5:50. Kind of sucks. I was hoping to actually get out of work. Hey, Logan, what's up? I was hoping to get out of work. Any excuse to leave work, I will happily take it. But oh well. How long is that? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 weeks and 1 day. I love the smell of incense in the morning. True. I have 3 weeks and 1 day, which translates to 22 days until my appointment. Yes. We're pretty slow here in Canada with administering the vaccine everywhere, but it's been zooming along. Like 3 weeks ago, it was still only like if you're 15 plus, you could make an appointment. So now it's like, geez, like 2 days ago it was like only 35 plus can make it. Now it's all the way down to like 24 plus. Like, oh, also 24. That's really weird. Normally it was every time it was going down in increments of 5. It started at 50 and 45. Actually, no. It started at like 60 and then 59 and then 58 and like as it, then it started jumping to 5s. Like at 50 it went to 45, then 40, then 35. Then I don't even think it hit 30. No, it did hit 30, but then the following day it went to 24. So, oh, okay. And tomorrow it's supposed to go to 18. It's only for first dose though. There is not really much word on when we could all get our second dose. I'm really excited to get that shot. Me too. So yeah, that's happening soon. Finally, after all these years, Luigi. I'm very excited. Hopefully it doesn't make me sick. Oh, man. I'm so burpy. I got the burps. By the way, we're almost at E3 time. I'm so excited for E3. A lot of people talk shit about E3. I wonder if people will be talking shit about this year. I've been watching E3 pretty consistently for, this will be my 4th year. Well, I guess 4 years since I started watching it. Last year didn't happen, obviously. Have I really watched 2 before that? I'm not. I bought Pokemon Sword. Oh, cool. Are you enjoying it, Spicy? I hate needles. Needle aren't that bad. I cringe at needles, but I also got stared at them, especially when they're drawing blood, because when they draw blood from you, for whatever reason, they take out a lot. And you're just watching, you're turning, and you just see your blood just spewing into the syringe. It's gross. But I can't look away. And it makes me feel woozy, but I just can't look away. I'm seeing my life forces drain away right in front of my eyes. It's really interesting. For some reason, I figured you would hate it, Spicy. I kind of want to try Pokemon too. You know what? I might say fuck it. After all these years, my whole plan, and I was very strict about it, I was like, no, I want to play through all the gens in order, chronologically speaking. So I started with Pokemon Yellow, I Let's Played it, and then Let's Played Pokemon Crystal, and then streams Pokemon Emeralds, and then I was in the middle of Platinum, and I just got so bored of it, I quit, but I kind of want to do a Nuzlocke. If I do a Nuzlocke, what game should I even do? I think it'd be kind of fun. I've been peeking some of Ludwig playing it, and it looks kind of fun. He's playing Platinum, but I wouldn't be opposed. I've seen other people stream. From what I see, it's like 90% of people who do Nuzlocke do Gen 3, and then the other 5% do Gen 4. Did you play? I played Shield. Yeah, I did not like it. I'm not very good at Pokemon. Yeah, I didn't really care for too much, to be honest. It just wasn't that fun to me. It felt like kind of annoying. I don't know. I don't really know what makes a fun Pokemon game to me, to be honest, because I grew up with Pokemon Yellow, so like that's a given. I'm biased there. I'm gonna enjoy that no matter what. I hope we get some action moves about Breath of the Wild 2. I will freaking poop my pants if we don't, man. There's no shots. No shot we don't hear anything about Breath of the Wild 2. They've already said we're gonna get it. It's the 35th anniversary. They said we're getting more information. Guarantee you, we're getting a release date in June. But it's not like, I can't believe, like, I saw one Twitter thread. It's like, let's start making early E3 predictions. Like, is it really early? I mean, I know it's only the 11th of May, but like, when does E3 start? Around like June 5th, right? I could check. Oh, I gotta go far up. June 5th. Oh wait, that's Jan. I don't have, wait, yes I do. Hold on. I gotta check something. June 11th? I don't know. Anyways, don't worry about it. I'm super excited for it though. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, a lot of people shit on E3 though. Like, it's getting worse every year. But I think that's mostly people's getting older, getting more jaded, getting more hard to impress. I think like I've loved, like, since I've started watching E3, I get super excited. Even with the things I don't give a shit about. I'll watch a Microsoft or PlayStation, even though I really don't care about most of their games. By the way, Subnautica comes out on Friday. So I'm super excited to play that. I'll play that ASAP. I've also been really enjoying Resident Evil 8. I'm not playing that today, but I'll probably play more of that maybe tomorrow. We're definitely going to get a big update for New Horizons. The recent data mine shows some very promising things. Okay, Logan, whatever you say, buddy. Nut. We can customize what faces. If that's the big update, I'm already disappointed. How long has Brewster been in the data, huh? How long has, well, I guess the farming was in there, but yeah. Wasn't it like beets or something found there, some too, or something with the pumpkins? I'm not holding my breath. I think we're gonna still get some like New Horizons content, but like, and honestly, I do still think at some point we'll get a huge update, and E3 would kind of be a good place to do that at. So maybe I'm not holding my breath though, man. Customizable fences. Hasn't that been I've heard people talk about that for a long time too. Hasn't that been the data for a long time as well? A long time. I really hope so. I don't want to sound pessimistic or anything, but I mean, Nintendo's really kind of shit the bed on Animal Crossing. I don't know what the hell happens. What the hell happens? Is anything special happening? I got married yesterday. Cool, huh? No, I'm just kidding. That's really it. I don't know. I don't really have, it's still pandemic. I'm not really doing a whole lot. We were allowed to do outdoor dining here, so I asked my friends if they wanted to go to like a patio or something, like at a restaurant, and like have some wings. And like, yeah, and we're supposed to do that tomorrow, but then we were in lockdown again, so that's not happening. So the one thing I had to look forward to in this life is now ripped away, fluttered into the winds. Bruce and the cafe have gotten substantial updates in recent data mines. We'll see. I don't want you guys. You can't give me this copium like this. I'm playing Animal Crossing tonight, by the way. I am making it a main mission, which, by the way, is why I'm starting so late, because I don't really have a whole lot to stream today, to be honest. And I want to get the final diving creature in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been missing one. I've been able to get since I think March. A long ass time. And the issue is it doesn't appear till 9 p.m. and I haven't been playing. I almost went 3 weeks without streaming Animal Crossing. Let's confirm here. The Firefly Squid. It's tiny. From 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. March to the end of June. So we'll be doing that at around. I guess I could start soonish. We'll do Chris Reacts and do that though. Listen, I hope you guys are right. I really hope you guys are right. And by the way you guys are talking, I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe. But you can't make me believe like that, because I'm just going to be stunned for disappointment and cry. Yeah. In other news, I guess I could show you guys this project we're working on. I'm gonna have an existential crisis about what the hell do about my YouTube channel, as I always do. There's so many things I want to do, man. But like, it overwhelms me and makes it like, and also I absolutely loathe editing. But here's what I've been working on. I've talked about this a little bit. Jax Films is hosting a contest to re-edit one of his episodes. What is going on? Oh. So I had to re-green screen him out, which is really a pain in the ass because I am so shit at green screening. I can't get that fuzz to go away anymore, and it's the skin starts to fade. He looks like a freaking skin crawler. See, even the green screen's failed here. You can see his little eye. But I'm making a joke out of this. I've looked up a lot of this. For those that don't know, Jax Films does a show called Yai, where he just asks his audience questions. And then he, so here's the raw footage. He asks his audience questions, and then like you give him like Twitter answers, and then he puts the best ones in.
By storm.
This one is called Shocking News or something.
And this just in, Gatorade has recently come out with a statement regarding the latest controversy.
It's just funny comments, right? And so his challenge at the end of this episode was he actually uploaded all of his. I've already talked about this. Why am I? What's going on with this? I'm excited. Okay. Where's the heck is this thing? Oh, it's not here. He gave all the footage essentially, and so what I'm doing, because Jax Films actually commented on one of my videos a long time ago, I'm making it creepy. So here's what I've got so far.
Yesterday, I asked you to fill in the blank. This just in blank.
So it popped up remember there for a second. The whole joke is gonna be, do you remember leaving that comment on my video literally 10 years ago, Jax Films? And that's going to be the joke. So I actually do think I have a pretty good shot at getting in, because I'm gonna flash clips on the screen of me like have him commenting on my video. So that's gonna that's my idea with that, and I actually think I have a pretty good shot because I think that's a really good idea. But I hate editing, so it's been slow going, and I freaking loathe it, man. I love writing. I love actually like performing. Absolutely hate the editing process. Why do I keep playing with the mic today? I don't know. It feels like it's in the way no matter where I put it. My drawing tab pen got chewed up by a dog. By a dog? Like, you say like a non-specific dog. Whose dog was it? Was it not yours? Whose dog was it? Hello? It's like WTFH. This is jumping right into the news. I can jump into Chris Reacts here. Let's jump right into it. There's not too much here. All's been very quiet on the Western Front lately. So let's throw that there. Shit, I should actually swap these windows. Hold on. I accidentally opened up Firefox. Sniff. Logan's been getting better at driving. Oh, cool. He hasn't run into anyone over here. I'm so proud. I can't believe you. Wait, what's the age difference between you two? I've always assumed you guys are the exact same age. Is that incorrect? I thought like Logan would be teaching you to drive handy. I always assumed you were younger. What the fuck is going on? Hello? Oh my god, why do your keyboards have to make H5, F5? That's so hard to hit. Sleepy! Cute! Cute! That was adorable. Please never post it again. Let's watch another one. Or is this one else be broken? What the fuck is going on? Why? I have to hit... Oh, here's this is a better view.
It's night time.
Didn't find that one funny at all, but thank you, Toast. Another one. Huh? No preview. Interesting.
Hey, what's up? Hey, I just started playing this Pokemon game.
Oh, it's a Ginger. We can't watch this.
Reading this right, you play as... Hey, what's up?
This is... I expected to look at this date and see 2008, but nope, this is...
Hey, I just started playing this Pokemon game. Am I reading this right? You play as a 10-year-old? That's right, a 10-year-old. Yep, and you go on an adventure and fight the Mafia. Yeah, you do. Have you ever seen a 10-year-old? They cry when they get lost in the supermarket. Oh, no, it's fine. They have, like, rats and turtles to protect them. Hi, does your game have a hard mode? Yes, it does. Just check the options menu. Great.
I can't tell if this guy's 14 or 40 teen.
Great, thanks. Hi, does your game have a hard mode? Yes, it does. Great, thanks. But
How old is this guy? I can't tell. He looks old and young at the same
only
time.
Pokemon Black and White 2.
I've been driving
And
since
to
16.
access
How
it,
old
you
are you?
must prove yourself
Oh, did Logan just start driving late? Is that what it is?
worthy first. Prove I'm worthy? Step 1, you
Same
must
age,
finish
ah.
the game. But that won't simply allow you to restart and use the hard mode on your own game, no. Step 2, you must have a friend with the same game. You must restart a
Cringer.
new game on that other game and then trade the special key over to the new game. No, listen, I only wanted to use the hard mode. Then you must perform 5 consecutive backflips in front of the 3D.
I don't find this funny at all. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Camera. What? Okay, that last part was a lie, but
This is like when I try to be funny. It's miserable. No one wants to see it. That's not true. 65,000 people watch it.
Oh, I have such a good idea. Watch this.
I'm scared.
Miss Head, smile if you're alive.
Now that's true comedy. That's funny. Definitely scripted, but very funny. Very funny.
Brennan, stirring creamy mac and cheese. Ready? Watch this.
Toast, yo.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop. That sounds more like a slurp.
Do you want to
Yeah,
challenge?
I do. That just sounds like an anxious.
It's weird seeing him with gray hair. You know, I used to grow up watching him in College Humor. Now he's all
50-year-old man
He's so
and
old.
slurping noodle sauce.
Josh, I'm going to ask you to put your money where your mouth is.
Wait, did I say hi,
Absolutely.
Toast? Yo.
Those are frick-
People are toast for 9 months. Holy moly, guacamole. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic evening and a fantastic week. And I don't know why, but I'm so tired. Not that I had anything to do with what I said before that, but here we go. The video is frozen.
frickin' mouths. I mean eyes and mouths. I want you to put yourself in your kitchen.
It's
and see what
quiet.
it
No,
is.
it's okay.
That's the stove. Here's the stir.
You know, Josh, that is a good originally. And
Get me in there.
oh, what?
Let me have a shot at this.
Zach, okay, you
not
have
gonna-
your shot.
Feeling like a little thin over here, a
Yeah.
little mechanical over here.
Okay.
I think it's more like a.
This point goes to Zach. I'm sorry. This point goes to Zach.
I don't know if I like this show or hate it. The more I look at it, the more it feels very BuzzFeedy, you know? And just something about BuzzFeed just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I do like College Humor, though, and I did like the other clip. I'm guessing you posted Toast, and I did check out, I don't know if you saw or not, I checked out more of the Game Changer stuff. I might watch that on stream at some point. It does look very good. Ooh, what's this? I would be scared shitless to work anywhere with, like, dangerous machinery like this. This shit is so scary to me. Taco Bell! Alright, I'm gonna head out a bit earlier today. See ya, Chris. Yes, Spicy, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Good night. Friendly rap battle features
Hey Adam,
something
I just
else and some links.
what you up to, man?
Hey man, I'm
Yo.
kind of busy here with this.
Do you watch your TikTok links? I still don't understand how that site works or how to link stuff from. Yeah, they work. They were very glitchy though. You know, if you go, oh, actually, what was happening was this: where you like hold the space bar on desktop, and I had to like refresh to make it work. I don't know, it's weird, but I got work.
But you're playing by yourself.
I'm playing story mode.
Well, that sounds pretty dumb. You should drop everything you're doing right now and have a rap battle with me instead.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Drop a beat.
Marshmallow looking tease. Look at this man, got no knees. His hands have disease. His face makes me scream like F. This what he once said to me. My dick got the cheese. I got small pee-pee. Cry a river, bitch. And I'm afraid to admit it. Got up and saw me shit. It was done the crazy bitters. Now let me take a whiff. Let's go. Goddamn, so stinky. Let me pass the mic off. Salinky.
When I should time in Vietnam, it dawned on me if I ever make it back home overseas, I'm gonna follow you, Crystal.
What the hell? This is good. I like this.
Motherfuckers still use MS Paint. Fuck you.
Hey, MS Paint loads very quickly, okay? It has utilities.
They're my best friends. I like to get ice cream while I hold their hands.
I enjoyed that. That was very good. I like that a lot. Stardew Valley after you read the wiki. It's like some facade art, you know?
Oh.
Hey, you're the new farmer that just moved in, right?
Rotoscoping. This is what Duck did.
Hi, I'm Harvey.
His name is Chris.
Truffle oil? I love truffle oil. How did you know? I know everything about you.
Oh god, the eyes. Is this who inspired Duck to do all his rotos? This looks a lot like what Duck was doing. Very cool. This is very cool. I like this. It's funny. Wow. Is this whole channel that? That's a pretty good idea. Oh god. What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? Wow, that's a very good idea. Running 6,000 DOS viruses on Windows 10. I've seen this pop up in my recommended box 1,000 times. I've never watched it. Let's check it out.
There's your definitive answer. DOS viruses can indeed give you a bad day. Recently, I bought a new PC. It's a PC with one purpose: testing. Whether that's testing different operating systems, different hardware accessories, different hard drives, or even transferring 10,000 DOS
That rap battle vids ending legit made me feel so bad for the guys, so I've
viruses onto it just to see what happens. Yep, this little baby is going to go through the walls, which is fine. At £370, including the monitor, keyboard, and this rather sensual vertical mouse, it's money well
such a weird
spent.
mouse.
I'm actually pretty astonished for what you can get for that much money. I mean, this has got a Ryzen 5 3400G with Vega 11 graphics, 8 GB of RAM, a Maxter 240 GB SSD.
Wait, can I do that? No, I can't. My case I got has no room for SSD. Actually, there is room for an SSD like this, but it's too big of a slot, so it doesn't fit. So I have an SSD and 2 extra hard drives just sitting in the bottom of my computer, and there's like no room for them, so it looks horrible. I should really get them out of there.
SD and
he wanted to rap about how they were such good friends.
This rather fetching case, including flappy drive opening. All it needs is a suitable operating system and we're good to go. £7 for a copy of Windows 10 Pro. That'll do. Ah, Windows. Things are so easy these days. No conflicting hardware, no device drivers to install.
That's what I like about it. I have a Lenovo laptop.
It all does it itself. In its own way, it's kind of nice. Although I miss the problem-solving days of old. That's where the fun was. So here's Windows 10. The question is, will DOS malware run on it? And if so, will it cause damage? Just how far have we come?
Better.
Well, let's establish one thing. Your PC very likely has a 64-bit installation of Windows 10, or your operating system of choice, and Windows 10, for one, can't execute 16-bit code. It makes perfect sense. After all, why include a subsystem in a modern OS to run programs from over 20 years ago? Now, that doesn't mean your 64-bit OS is immune from malware and viruses from the DOS era completely, but it certainly helps. What I've done, however, is install a 32-bit instance of Windows 10 on this drive, and you can tell that because now I can only address 4 GB of the 8 GB onboard RAM, and most of that is consumed by the onboard Vega graphics. This combination cripples this PC to such an extent that I can't even run Duke Nukem 3D properly. Well, unless I turn off the true 3D rendering option available on the 20th Anniversary World Tour. Then it runs fine, but you'd expect that. It's a game designed to run on a Core i6. But this setup now allows us to execute 16-bit code. It's nice of Microsoft to leave a backwards compatibility route in there somewhere. Okay, so next up, if you head on over to the incredible site that is archive.org, you'll find their malware museum.
What? A malware museum? What an interest! You could download them, it looks like. What an interesting concept for a website. Logging every piece of malware you get your hands on that you could download yourself. That sounds like a nightmare of a website to go to, but it's actually kind of really cool.
This is a collection of 80 or so pieces of DOS malware uploaded by Mikko Hipponen. He's also had the good grace to remove the malicious components of all these programs, so you can run them on your computer and absorb yourself in their visual delights, safe in the knowledge that your data is secure. And that's really a big part of what the DOS malware scene was about. programmers flexing their muscles, showing off their skills, and sometimes deleting your boot sector, or at least 5 years of business accounts in the process. It's all part of the course. You'll often find that a lot of DOS malware is by the same lone programmer or coding group with pseudonyms splashed about the place. I mean, what's the point in pouring 100 hours of coding into something if you can't get the accolade or indeed utter resentment?
Don't be afraid. I am a very kind virus. You have to do many works today, so I will let your computer slow down. Have a nice day.
Now, Windows 10 is actually a descendant of Windows NT, and to execute DOS programs, it needs to download something called NT-VDM, or NT Virtual DOS Machine. Once done, it will wrap this around any 16-bit DOS code
I bet it
you
did.
try to execute and do its best. Of course, it's not very reliable. Microsoft doesn't pour active development time into it, but it will run various DOS programs along with the odd piece of malware, usually the ones devoid of graphics or sound. So we know that this ancient disinfected malware can be executed on Windows 10, but to find out whether it can cause damage, we'll need the actual full malware in all its glory. That's where the VX Heaven virus collection comes into play. Now, VX Heaven, otherwise known as Virus Exchange Heaven, was and sometimes still is a site dedicated to providing information about computer viruses. It's not a malicious entity, but that doesn't seem to stop it being raided by the Ukrainian authorities and shut down on a regular basis. But they just so happen to also have a huge archive of old DOS and Windows malware. These are really known as zoo viruses, as they don't tend to be in active circulation. But regardless, if I run a virus scan, Total AV still detects the vast majority of them. So that's both reassuring and slightly unnerving.
Nice.
The next step is to load some up and see what we get. Now, DOS isn't a multitasking operating system, so most of these viruses are contained within malicious executables, either .exe or .com files. As a user, you might go to call a program and not realize that it has been infected with malware. The malware could either then do its thing, become memory resident, infect the boot sector, or simply infect other files unbeknownst to you. From that point on, you could copy those infected programs to other people, or maybe pass a floppy disk with an infected boot sector to someone else, and their system would in turn become infected. Most malware won't cause you bother straight away, as they need a period of calm to copy themselves about a bit, just like a real-life virus. If the circumstances become right for its payload to be delivered, well, you may be in for a world of pain.
Oh my God!
Whether or not you get a fancy display depends very much on
1/4 of the files were threads.
That's a lot of threads. For this test, I'll simply be copying some malware files, renaming them to make them executable, opening a command prompt and running them. Most of these viruses are contained in GOAT executables, known as such for their sacrificial qualities, as they don't really do anything other than act as a vessel for virus code. Oh, I'll need to disable Total AV and Microsoft Protection too, which insists on turning itself back on every few minutes. So here's Ambulance. Under DOS, it's actually pretty harmless. Upon executing, it will infect .com files in the same directory and occasionally display this lovely animation on screen.
Aww,
it's easy to detect if it's infecting other executables, as .com files in the same directory would slightly increase in size, given they now also contain the malicious code. In Windows 10, well, that ambulance animation doesn't seem to appear, but it does do something. It seems to kind of get stuck in a loop. I had to break out of it. But the evidence shows it's definitely attempting to work, because if you take a look at the .com files before and afterwards, well, they've substantially increased in size, so it looks like the code was caught in a loop and continually appending itself to these other executables until I stopped it. So straight off the bat, we have our answer. Yes, DOS malware can still work on your modern PC, particularly if it's running a 32-bit version of Windows 10. Maybe not completely correctly in this instance, but it still is trying to do something unfavorable. If I were to run those other now bloated .com files, well, they're simply too large to open, so it's screwed those over. So it's actually made this virus a bit more malicious than it used to be. Here's another one called Casino. Now, on payload delivery, the code would delete the file allocation table on your drive, but not before copying it into memory. The user would then be challenged to a game of cards. Draw 3 pound symbols, which has a 17.2% chance, and the fat is written back to the disk, and you're safe. Get anything else, and your system hangs, leaving you needing to reboot to a machine which, of course,
well, that's a bastard.
Disk, and you're safe. Get anything else, and your system hangs,
bastard, you're lucky this time, but for your own sake, now switch off your computer. Don't turn on till tomorrow.
leaving you needing to reboot.
Interesting. You're just my question equals my phone number. Oh God! Imagine getting a phone number from this that you had to call
to a machine which, of course, will no longer boot.
You asshole! You've lost say bye to your balls.
Now, fortunately, updates to the Windows file system and boot sectors mean that malware like this won't.
No fucking chance! I'm punishing you for trying to trace me down. Haha, you asshole! You've lost say bye to your ball. What the fuck? What's with this guy's obsession with balls?
Be successful, even if it does execute successfully. I mean, there's no file.
I have just destroy the fat on your disk. That's a good phrase. However, I have a copy in RAM, and I'm giving you last chance to restore your precious data. When if you're setting all your data will be lost forever, your data depends on a game of jackpots.
Or allocation table for it to delete anymore. Casino's method of duplication was to infect the command.com file in your drive's root directory, which was an essential part of DOS. But because Windows no longer has that file, running the malware now just displays this message. Copyright SNS International 1990. If I was to change the system...
So what's the point of this? Because, like, it's like pulling a prank you'll never get to see happen, right? I've never understood what the point of a lot of this stuff is. Like, dude, I don't... Doesn't the malware just fuck up your computer? It doesn't, like, send information to the other person, does it? I don't think it does.
To either the 15th of January, April, or August, which is when the payload delivers, then the code does actually try to delete our fat. But it fails, and Windows tells us about it.
People did flex their coding skills back in the day, but, like, they would never even know. Like, the people, their victims would never know, because they're downloading stuff on the internet, right? They would never even see that people do to blackmail old people for money. Yeah, that makes sense.
With an error. We also do actually get the game of...
That's so bad. I've heard, like, some of those phone calls about, like, grandparents, like, crying because, like, they can't afford the money. They're being blackmailed. It's horrible.
But the NTVDM doesn't appreciate some of the calls it's making to memory, and so can't acquiesce to that either. Oh, well, I mean, it feels a bit wrong, but I'm actually willing viruses to work at this point. Okay, how about the hate virus? Well, here's a virus which should become memory resident and infect any other files we run. However, it does not seem to be able to negotiate the DOS memory space managed by Windows, and so running other programs, such as these disinfected malware programs, does nothing. If this were an actual DOS machine, then running an infected file in May of any year would chuck this all over the screen and then wipe your computer's CMOS memory, meaning you'd have to re-enter all your BIOS settings each time you rebooted for the month of May. A pain, but not the end of the world. Okay, how about we switch up the process? How about we try running some of these viruses in an actual DOS emulator, such as DOSBox or VDOS? That should provide these viruses with a much more hospitable environment. It should also theoretically provide a kind of crap virtual machine, a safe contained environment from which these viruses cannot escape. Theoretically, I mean, these aren't fully enclosed virtual machines, so I wouldn't try this on your PC. I mean, I do not accept any responsibility for anything that happens. Let's try the virus known as LSD, and let's go straight in with the real deal. This is a virus from April 1994, and as such, on running, provides us with a suitably trippy 90s visual effect. It's pleasing. But as you're drawn into this magical world, LSD is changing all the files in your root directory to copies of itself. A quick scuttle over reveals that every file in the root is now 1,600 bytes in size, and if we run any of them, yep, we get LSD. Interestingly, LSD also managed to infect these larger Windows 32 files, although didn't manage to clear out their code completely, as they're still significantly larger. But if you run one, yep, you get LSD again. And what's important to remember here is that although this seems like it's contained in DOSBox, remember these are actual files on your actual hard drive. If you look at the mounted folder on Windows, you're going to see a load of now infected files. So you need to be careful. Even using emulators or virtual machines, you're potentially setting up an environment that could destroy your data. Also, apologies for the atrocious LCD filming here. I didn't notice it until I got it in the editing program, but that is nasty. LGR would not be happy. Mwah.
That means okay.
One last party trick. How about we take all this malware and run them all? See if we can really upset this computer.
Network devices should be safe from DOS error viruses, but just in case.
The DOS we're in. So here's all our virus files. God. First up, I'm going to use the flexibility of the ren command to rename all this malware into executable COM files. Handily, due to the naming conventions used, it also weeds out all the duplicates, and we're left with 6,745 pieces of malware. Excellent. Now I'm going to create a command in PowerShell that will run through each of these files and execute them. We need to check all our viruses are there. Good stuff. Yep, all that. And then run this, which should run them all one after the other. So I'm about to execute 7,000 odd viruses on this computer. Wish me luck.
I don't remember what that scene in the movie is. That the menu sent it to me. Yeah.
Okay, PowerShell is struggling with this already, so I'm going to open a bunch of viruses manually just to add to the mayhem.
Let's go! God.
There's definitely virus activity. Something's kicking off, and it's literally it's just infecting all these other files. After not too long at all, it was evident that serious problems were setting in. All the COM files had expanded by several times their original size, presumably as they continued to become infected by the malware already running. This was also causing issues for Windows PowerShell, and it began to have troubles opening anything at all. Not to mention there was now a .com file called 100.com sitting in the directory. But there was far worse going on outside
what's that
of
thing
that.
on there?
Oh man, look at all this. I can't even move my mouse without it doing some weird shit down here. I mean, this is not good. I mean, what
the fuck?
What is going on here? Look at this. It's absolutely annihilated. So there's your definitive answer. DOS viruses can indeed give you a bad day. What is this?
I mean, is that so much the viruses or just the fact there's so much
what is that file called?
going on?
Remand.com on the desktop. There's a command.com as well.
I guess he would know. He definitely, I'm assuming he knows a hell of a lot more about computers than
Can
I
I
do.
even try running Total AV? Will it even open? Let's enable protection and see what happens. I think this computer might be officially screwed.
No.
This is not indicative of a healthy
Oh my God.
hard drive. I can't even
Oh, that's what we saw
do a
earlier.
highlight box. It just stays in the background. This is proper screwed up.
Oh, looks kind of cool,
man.
though.
Okay, so the upshot of this is that yes, DOS-era malware can in fact cause carnage to your Windows 10 operating system. Even now,
21 folder scan, 20,000 of
to
threats
avoid
found.
it. Seriously, please don't do this. Okay, at this point, I'd like to thank Total AV Antivirus.
Oh,
I
that's
needed
it?
some decent antivirus software for this process, and they were on hand not just to provide it, but to sponsor the whole damn video. Total AV Antivirus is an award-winning
rid of
product
all
designed
of
to
it?
protect your PCs, Macs, and smartphones from all this nasty malware, spyware, and other viruses. Not only that, it's designed to encrypt your data, as well as including a free VPN to protect you from phishing sites and anyone else trying to steal your data. It's seamless, so you can sleep safe knowing your devices are totally protected. Visit totalav.com/
I wonder what happened when we tried to remove the devices. Man. I guess we will never know the secrets of the earth. Let's turn that back down a bit. Alright. Oh, stream's dead again. Let's jump into Animal Crossing. We have about 40 minutes to kill before we can find this mysterious final diving creature. And maybe we'll start wrapping up my entire series on it. Which sucks to say, but I've been playing Animal Crossing for a long time. Years and years and years. Very good memories. What is today? The 11th? No, yeah, I think it's the 11th. Alright, Mr. Krabs. Well, those are some good videos, huh? We'll give it a little reaction. Oh, Toast posted another one, but I'm gonna skip on it today. I'm not feeling much of anything. My skin is gone pure red from drama. I can't think tonight. What's going on with me? I don't know. Help. Let us adjust some of our settings here. I guess we actually start loading Animal Crossing as well, since this game takes 1,000 years to load. All right. Beep beep. All right. All right. Wow. I felt like I wasn't looking at the screen for 3 hours and it's still even close to loading. let's get right into the news. Guess I could change my category. Well, there we go. You know what? I don't feel like